Hey, I'm at the ocean. This is Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And while I'm here at the ocean, I am recalling true-to-life stories that have been given to me over the years. And over the years, I've had the opportunity to know hundreds of people and to hear their stories in life. Now, one of the stories that was told to me was a man who, during the Second World War, was a radar operator on a naval destroyer. He never acknowledged seeing one U-boat or one enemy German boat in the waters of the Atlantic. In other words, they just went out on maneuvers, even though we were in a state of war. It was all phony baloney. There were no U-boats in the Atlantic sinking ships. There were no enemy vessels anywhere. The only time the enemy vessels existed were on paper or on film. Now, this is not to deny the fact that thousands upon thousands enlisted and went out to various places in the world. I know that for a fact. I've talked to many of them over the years. But in this one particular incident, he told me nothing of any type of combat out on the Atlantic Sea. However, he did tell me one story of a man who was injured in practicing shooting off the shells or the bombs from the destroyer. The man got injured and went back home. He told me that when the man went back home, the newspapers wrote it up that the man was in combat and did something heroic. Now, that story comes to me secondhand from a man who was in World War II and who was on a destroyer and who operated radar. If you look at some of my older videos, you will see I have stories that I tell about raw stories. Now, that's war backwards, R-A-W. So I tell a lot of them because I've met a lot of people over the years that have been in various locations in the military, in various wars, such as World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Gulf War. I even have a story about World War I. That would have been my grandfather. So I've met a lot of people over the years that have been in military, have been in the war situations. So I'm just trying to retell a story I already told, but I would like for you to realize something, that when you actually talk to folks who are honest, basically nothing happened. Nothing. Now, there would be accidents, as what was described in this particular case. The man got hit by a shell. It didn't come out right and hit him and injured him severely. And then he went back home, and newspapers wrote it up that he was injured in war. False. So there's a lot of propaganda surrounding war. And I can testify to that secondhand from the individuals that I've met over the years. So I'm just sort of recalling some things in my mind. I'd like to get a record of them out there for anybody who dares to believe me or dares to want to believe. I try to give information that is truthful, and also I can give an actual testimony about my time with this man and what he told me. So I'd like to thank you for watching, and once again, if you want to know truth, you go to the Bible. And the one who is the way, the truth, is Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit is called the Spirit of Truth. Thank you for watching. End of video.